Welcome to NFL Primetime, delivered by Papa John's.
Hi, everybody, and welcome into another edition of NFL. As always, glad you were here with us. Trey Wingo alongside Merrill Hodge and Trent Dilfer. We got a good game. We got a really good game Monday night. The New York Jets travel to New England. Both teams at 9-2, first place in the AFC East on the line. Inside track to home field advantage throughout the AFC playoffs also on the line. Let's get you set by getting you team reports. We head up to Foxborough and we start with the visiting team, the New York Jets. Michelle Tafoya is with them. And Michelle, listen, the ground and pound is what they like to do with the Jets, but that's also been complemented lately by the great play from their young quarterback.
Yeah, it's pretty typical. The Jets, again, a very sound running game, second in the NFL coming into this week. And if they run it well tonight, well, Rex Ryan told us last night, quote, we'll really put on a show. But what's been different is the play of Mark Sanchez. Ryan told me Sanchez is an excellent quarterback, smart, knows the offense inside and out, and better understands defenses this season. Now, they know that Bill Belichick's defense is going to throw some new stuff at Sanchez, but Ryan told me he expects his young quarterback to stay poised and basically play point guard, distributing the football to his playmakers. Trey, Ryan told me Mark's got plenty of weapons. I'm confident he'll play well tonight.
Yeah, Mark stays poised. Michelle, you stay warm. That's the most important thing. It looks a bit brisk out there. And we'll get back to hear about the Patriots and Susie Colbert in just a minute. But, you know, Trent, so much of based on matchups. Our unit against this unit is a win for us. When you look at the Jets' defense against the Patriots' offense, who has the advantage in that matchup?
I think the Jets' defense. The Patriots' offense was built to play against zone coverage, hit those creases in the zones, and then run after the catch. With the New York Jets, they play tight man-to-man coverage, and at times they'll help those man-to-man defenders. They're brilliant in how they do it. Look at this formation by the Patriots, spread out. Jets lock up, man-to-man. But the little wrinkle here, they got a little bracket on the most dangerous receiver, Hernandez. They take him away, make Tom Brady look somewhere else with the football, and he's less accurate when the throw's contested when he has to move his feet. Once again, man-to-man defense. Look at Jimmy Leonard start sneaking down the line of scrimmage. Why? Because he's got inside. He's helping inside on Hernandez again. Brady's forced to go outside in the seam to Crumpler. That's not the matchup they're looking for. And in the red zone, Jets team still plays man-to-man coverage. Tom Brady's eyes wants to go to Wes Welker. He looks open, right? Nope, Jimmy Leonard driving on the ball as a help defender. Gives a little extra time for Jason Taylor to get there, get the sack, fumble on Tom Brady. This is a great matchup for the New York Jets defense, Merrill, because the ability to play man-to-man and the other stuff that they do on defense as well.
Well, let's stay with the Jet defense and Tom Brady. You know, Tom Brady's one of the best. I think people know that who watch the game of football. But when you think about the National Football League, Trey already mentioned about matchups. It is also a mental warfare, and that goes on, and the Jets have won that in the past by what they give Tom Brady before he snaps the football. They'll give him a certain look, but once the ball is snapped, they change it to another look, and they have fooled Tom Brady many times for interceptions or having to throw the football away. Let me show you a great example. First of all, they will stand up for the longest time and not define themselves. They will make Tom Brady wait it out. Well, Tom Brady will be smart. He waits it out. Now they do define themselves. It's very clear. You talked about it, Trey and Trent, man-to-man across the board. But danger looms on the left side because Wilson can come because Lowry is lined up over him. Two defenders there. Well, here he comes. That means Welker will give you the slant route. Tom Brady takes the snap. This is going to be easy. But no, the linebacker will bail out Harris at the last second, taking away the passing lane. Now Brady's going to have to reset his feet and throw the ball elsewhere. This is how important this linebacker jump is. You hold the guard for a second. Now he can't work out to the tackle and help him, and the tackle cannot help and work out to that blitzer. So Wilson will come free. He'll be untouched. The corner will be short. Brady can't get rid of the football. He has to make a quick throw, can't reset his feet. And now you have 2nd and 10 because that was a 1st and 10 play. And another thing, as you watch this game tonight, first down will be critical. If the Jets win on first down, it's going to be a long day for the Patriots offense. But if it's 2nd and 5, good things are going to happen for this Patriot offense.
I got to tell you, I know a lot of football. That was impressive, what you just did.
That was impressive.
I mean, that was really well done. My head hurts, Merrill Hodge. That was really well done.
It's a cerebral thing.
By
Maybe
Merrill
I told you,
Hodge.
it's going to be a mental warfare.
On the approach to what's going on. I hope you all got that. Meanwhile, now let's check in on what the Patriots plan to do tonight and try and defend home turf after they lost week 2 on the road. Susie Colbert is there in the team report for the home team. Hey, Susie.
Merrill can do that because he's warm. You know, a lot has been made about this Patriots retooled offense, and a big part of that is the return of Super Bowl MVP Deion Branch. And I asked him about the famous telepathic communication that he always had with Brady, and he said they're getting close. They're working hard to get past the 4 years that they missed. But with Brady, it all starts in the meeting room, executing things exactly as he wants them, running routes exactly as he wants them. And to get ready for the defense you guys have been talking about, press coverage, man-to-man, he said the look team was in their face all week long, and the coaches did a great job as well because, Trey, with the extra time, they were able to install a lot, and these players had a lot thrown at them.
Well, Bill Belichick will do that. Susie, thank you. And you also stay warm. It still is brisk in Foxborough, and it will get colder throughout the evening. One thing that has not been cold at all, Trent, but all season long that's been hot has been the Patriots offense. They get rid of Randy Moss. Kevin Falk goes down with a season-ending injury. No problem. They're still scoring at a very prolific rate. And one of the reasons why is one of the smallest guys in the NFL, Danny Woodhead.
Did you say Kevin Falk?
Yes.
You know, he was always the guy that came up big for the Patriots in the biggest games. Well, they got a new Kevin Falk. His name's Danny Woodhead, and I think he might be even better. We talked about this man-to-man coverage that gives the Patriots offense so many troubles. Well, guess what? The matchup answer to that for the Patriots is Danny Woodhead because he's a matchup nightmare, especially out of the backfield. See the Detroit Lions try to play man on him? Right? They look like they have him covered. He's got a little bullet route out of the backfield, but watch the defender panic because he's not used to playing a player like Danny Woodhead. You get the free 15 on the penalty. Now Danny Woodhead can beat you a lot of different ways. Indianapolis Colts trying to play that man-to-man coverage, right? They got 2 sets of eyeballs on Danny Woodhead. They're playing this play pretty well. Tom Brady dumps it off, looks like good coverage, but this is what Danny Woodhead does. Run after the catch, the balance, the agility, and he's versatile. Line him up in the slot, 2nd and 7. Colts want to blitz the Patriots. 1 step, pop it out to Danny Woodhead. Look at the separation, and look at this. 1st down, moves the chains. Danny Woodhead will be the Patriots' answer to beating this New York Jets man-to-man defense, Trey.
Shadron State's Danny Woodhead. Listen, at college he set all kinds of records, and he's fit in very nicely in New England. All right, listen, we know the offense of New England is rolling, but that defense, Merrill, for the Patriots has been sort of up and down. They're very young. If they're going to try and stop Mark Sanchez, who's been playing great the last few games, who on that defense needs to step up?
Well, all of them actually, but there may be a guy as you watch this game tonight that could be very interesting, especially how they've been using him the last 2 weeks. Number 27, Kyle Arrington. He is a defensive back, but they have lined him up as a defensive end and have him rush the quarterback. Here's an example. A couple weeks ago against the Colts, in the slot position as a defensive back. Watch where he lines up. He's going to go down as a defensive end. He's going to go against a guy who's about 300 pounds, and he's a $196, Kyle Arrington. But here's the advantage, the quickness. Up the field first, and then back inside. Not even a fingernail is put on Kyle Arrington, and he makes Peyton Manning leave the pocket. Peyton Manning throws the football away. Now, you can look at this however you want. Now, the Patriots are using guys like this because they cannot get pressure on the quarterback, so they are trying everything they can. But Kyle Arrington has been successful. As you want to watch this game tonight, if you want to look for little things, watch number 27. See where he lines up. If his hand's in the dirt, that is something that's very rare in the National Football League to have a corner do that. But if he's effective tonight, that could help them.
Well, this is a real strength-on-strength matchup. Patriots come in averaging 30.4 points per game, best in the NFL. And the Jets, of course, 4th best in giving up scoring points or scoring defense, just over 17 points a game. 8:30, Monday Night Football, Jets, Patriots. Lots more coming here on the edition of NFL Primetime. The Sunday night game was another classic between the Ravens and the Steelers that once again went down to the wire with one person making a play to win it. Plus, Peyton Manning continues to throw touchdown passes. Unfortunately, half of them lately have been to the opposition.
NFL Primetime is delivered by Papa John's, official pizza sponsor of the NFL. And in part by the Lincoln Wishlist event. It's not just luxury, it's smarter than that.
Welcome back to the Starship Enterprise. Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your husband.
It was HD, heavy-duty victory for the Cowboys.
We've got 10 topics, but only one winner. Live and in high def.
Go Around the Horn, weekdays on ESPN America. What if I told you he wasn't the greatest? That a country would fail to protect its greatest natural resource? That sometimes it is a matter of life and death? That no one can outrun the truth? What if I told you he's the only true Cubs fan? That you could heal all wounds with a fight song? That the man no one could stop tragically was? What if I told you running a marathon is easy? 30 stories, 30 filmmakers, 30 years. ESPN's critically acclaimed 30 for 30.
All this month on ESPN America.
Reggie Bush has everything a running back could want: speed, elusiveness, fame, and a Super Bowl ring. Now the Saints' all-purpose man hopes to win back-to-back world titles.
Can anybody catch him? I don't think so.
Bush excels as a receiver out of the backfield, catching 260 passes in 4 seasons as a pro. If his team is to repeat, Bush needs to make big plays through the air and on the ground.
NFL Primetime, delivered by Papa John's.
Welcome back to NFL Primetime. Trey Wingo here with Merrill Hodge and Trent Dilfer. Sunday night, first place on the line in the AFC North. Pittsburgh Steelers traveled to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. And this game, always classic, but this game was more important for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'd already not held serve. They lost their home game to the Baltimore Ravens in the last of the pre-Roethlisberger return games. There's Big Ben, came in with the foot issue, broken foot, that shoe on the right foot, a size and a half bigger, and things didn't get any better early on. Haloti Nada, goodbye. And notice the cross to the face as Ben leaves bloodied, broke his nose.
Yeah, well, that's how you take the pressure off that fractured foot.
If I put it on the nose?
You break your nose.
By the way, no penalty for the punch to the face. They tried to reset it there. He had surgery to fix the nose on Monday. They believe he'll be ready to go for their next game. All right, early on, Ravens were pinned deep, and Anquan Boldin gets loose behind the coverage. It is a 61-yard gain. In the first half, the Steelers had a couple of big defensive lapses that led to big plays. That one to Bolden. There was another one to Dante Stallworth. And that play to Bolden led to this play to Bolden. Great fake, and Joe Flacco finally finds Bolden wide open. Ravens lead 7-0. Move to the second quarter, it's still 7-0. Big Ben, I tell you what, Terrell Suggs had a free pass to the quarterback all night, Trent.
Yeah, absolute stealing for Terrell Suggs against this Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line. He had ownage on him all night long, overwhelmed him with his strength, beat him with his speed.
And, of course, the Steelers lost another offensive lineman in this game. The Steelers forced to punt. That also didn't work out well. Daniel Sepulveda tore his ACL. He's out for the year. All right, meanwhile, Baltimore leading 10-3. Ben trying to find Heath Miller. And, oh, there comes in Jameel McClain. He is going to be fined for this hit. You can see Miller with a concussion. He was out. You know, it's one of those tough things. It was a bang-bang play.
Yeah, it obviously was so fast. The one thing Jameel did not do is lead directly with the crown of his helmet, but he did bring his forearm up there, up around the head of Miller, which will obviously get him a fine.
Yeah, there was no flag on that play either. Now, Ben, on 3rd and 11, what a great job getting loose and getting open to Emmanuel Sanders. Led to a field goal, Steelers down 10-6. Still 10-6 under 4 minutes to play. The Ravens are going to try and kill that clock, and on first down, they run it with Ray Rice picking up positive yardage. So now the clock's still running, 2nd and 5, and let's throw it. Troy Polamalu says, not on my watch. Troy and his hair come from the blind side. Strip it out. Lamar Woodley runs it back inside the 10. you just never know where he's coming from.
But great job by Harrison first. He has got to shorten that corner. That allows Troy Polamalu to come on the corner and get there quickly on a 3-step drop. And then what a great job by Woodley to scoop that ball up, by the way.
Absolutely. That was a great play. Here's a great play by Ben. Suggs has him again. Give me the ball. I will not give you the ball. I'm not going to let you sack me either. I'm going to throw it away.
Play of the day for the Steelers. Right
Unbelievable, Trent.
Just country strong Ben Roethlisberger. Play of the season for Ben Roethlisberger, most likely. Keeping that thing 2nd and 10. Amazing job of awareness and strength.
Yeah, lost there, and they're really pinned back. So now it's 3rd and goal, and Isaac Redman channeling his inner Haji into the end zone. He bounces in, and the Steelers take the lead.
Factor backs, we run it, we catch it, we even throw it, and we block. No position is asked to do more than the factor back.
All right, so now under 2 minutes.
Bring it on,
They make my head hurt.
Trying to get back into this thing, and Flacco to Bolden for a 1st down and a gain of 19, but now they're set up 4th and 2. The wind was swirling against them. They opt against a very long field goal, and Flacco short arms Ed Dickinson, incomplete. And that's your ball game. Steelers win it 13-10. The Fidelity turning point, clearly the strip sack by Troy Polamalu in that game. You know, the thing that the great players all seem to have is a knack for making a play when it matters most. And we see number 43 do that time and time again.
You know, there's a relentless commitment first to this defense. Regardless, you mentioned the big plays they gave up early in that game.
Right.
They didn't back off, though. They kept attacking, And what was interesting, Troy Polamalu was probably around the line of scrimmage more in this game than he has been in the last month. When he is down there, what really he counts on is his instincts. But that sack that he had, the strip at the end, really James Harrison also was key in this. Because if he goes to the outside here, Troy Polamalu doesn't get there. Because he comes inside, see, he closes the corner down. He makes that corner even shorter for Troy Polamalu to get there. And then Troy does a beautiful job of taking the ball and separating it from Joe Flacco immediately. That was such a key play in this game, obviously. But Troy Polamalu needed some help from James Harrison to make that thing work beautifully.
Great play by the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know what, though? Never should have happened.
I think they should have run the
If
football
the
with
Baltimore Ravens coaching staff does their job, making good decisions, managing the clock, that play Merrill showed you never happens. Understand the situation. We get on players not understanding the situation. We got to get on coaches as well. 3 minutes, 22 seconds left. 2nd and 5 on your own 43. 100 out of 100 times, this is a run situation for your offense. You got 5 yards on the first clip running the football. You may get the 1st down by running it twice. But if you don't, you punt the ball, you pin the Pittsburgh Steelers back. They've proven all night long they cannot march the length of the football field and put it in the end zone. There's less than a 25% chance any quarterback, any team, hot or not, can take the ball 80 yards with 2 minutes to play and beat you with the touchdown. That is an egregious error by the Baltimore Ravens.
To piggyback that just a little bit, during the course of these games, we've talked about the NFL is about ultimate matchups, knowing what personnel is on the field. There was one guy not on the field for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Casey Hampton. When Casey Hampton is not on the field, that means they're more in a passing mode, and they're even more, to your point, you run the football because you have a chance, a better chance of being successful if Casey Hampton is not on the field.
Just to show you how important those situations are, in the last 4 meetings between these two teams, how close the game has been, each team has won 2 games. Each team has scored 67 points, and each team has had 7 touchdowns and 6 field goals. It is a razor-thin margin when the Ravens and Steelers get together.
When we continue, thing's good.
It is, thank you. When we continue here on NFL Primetime, Merrill will talk more about some of the phrases I like to use and a chance for the Bucs to make their case with a home game against the Atlanta Falcons. And as we found out late in this contest, the difference between being a who dat and a who day.
Turning Point is brought to you by Fidelity Investments. Turn here.
Monday Night Football live on ESPN America. It Week 13. We're back in New England, where Sanchez and the Jets are looking to go 2-0 against their division rivals. Coverage starts tonight at 0100 CET with Monday NFL Countdown. Monday Night Football live on ESPN America, home of the NFL.
For the widest choice of official North American sports merchandise, for the perfect gift to collect or just to look good and support your team, visit espnamerica.com.
With all the success that Adrian was having, it was getting tough to juggle his schedule, so we got him an assistant.
If I can get you to sign that, that'd be great. And oh, by the way, for Mom's birthday, perfect.
We had to get someone who could anticipate his every need.
Yeah. Knock, knock. Which one? Bite me. Done. Oh, your 3 p.m. is waiting.
When you hit that next level, man, there aren't enough hours in the day.
He'll be with you when he's with you.
Sports Center, weekdays at 0700 CET on ESPN America.
In rugby, you can guarantee there'll be blood, sweat, but no tears. Rain will never stop play. Johnny will get it over when it really matters. And with guts comes the glory. And now you can also guarantee there's one website that's in the thick of it with big stories, highlights, news and views. ESPNScrum.com. Total Rugby guarantee.
Rolls on with the Tampa Bay Bucks hosting the Atlanta Falcons. A chance for these young Bucks to prove, hey, we can stand up against a good team. Fourth quarter, they had the lead. Atlanta down 17-14. Matt Ryan trying to find Roddy White, but Corey Lynch comes away with the interception. They had gone 5 games without a turnover. Bucks take over in Falcons territory. Second and goal, Ernest Graham to John Gilmore. What a play!
They make it look like run. They come off the football, and they hand it to the factor back. And then what does he do? He makes a throw. See, it's not that hard to play quarterback. It's not that hard. You just throw it to the open guy.
So they've got a 10-point lead. They're rolling. But then by rule, you have to kick off, Trent.
It's a great rule.
Especially if you're Atlanta and you kick it off to Eric Weems, and he's gone. 102-yard touchdown, the longest touchdown of any kind in Falcons history. And just like that, it's a 3-point game. And one of the best things about this return, not only what Weems did, but look at Gartrell Johnson. Bang! You're not going to get him. And that's how they continue. All right, later in the fourth quarter, it's 3rd and 20 with 7.5 minutes to play. Matt Ryan to Roddy White. Great throw, great catch. Later on that drive, 3rd and 1. They're looking for Tony Gonzalez, but he goes down. Pass interference on the call. Falcons keep the drive alive. First down. Later, it's 3rd and 3. And look at this throw by Matt Ryan.
That was big time right there, boy. Somebody in your face, you have to pull up quick, and to keep that away from the defender, beautiful.
Michael Jenkins with the touchdown, 28-24. But the Bucks have had all kinds of comebacks. Here's another one in the making. Josh Freeman to Mike Williams over the middle for a first down. Remember, Josh has 6 fourth quarter come-from-behind wins on his resume already. And how does he get this one into Sammy Stroughter?
Amazing play by Josh Freeman and Sammy Stroughter. That's called RPMs and strong hands making that one work.
Right through defenders, but then on 1st and 10 from the Falcons 28, Brent Grimes, he comes up with some of the most amazing interceptions. This one a game sealer, and the Falcons go on to win 28-24. So the Falcons sitting at 10-2. Bucks fall to 7-5. What about the Saints in Cincinnati taking on the Bengals? It was cold. Second quarter. Sean Payton watching Drew Brees dial up Jimmy Graham for a 52-yard strike. Trent, I believe you might perceive this to be a primetime.
I think this might be a primetime dime. Boy, look at that. That's accuracy. Drew Brees speaks to Jimmy Graham with the football. That's why it's the primetime dime.
That was Chinedum Ndukwe. Just not getting his fingers on it. Saints would end up a field goal, go up 7. Fourth quarter, Saints down by 3. Drew Brees fakes the handoff to Chris Ivory, who had a big game, throws it deep to Robert Meacham, gain of 42. A few plays later, it's a 3rd and 10, and Reggie Bush, now feeling a little more comfortable after missing all those games, picks up 7 yards here. But it comes down to this. They call a timeout because it's 4th and 2. They're down by 3.
Oldest trick in the book.
What are they saying right here? We're not going to snap it. Let's see if we can draw them off sides.
See if they'll jump.
We're circling Pat Sims for a reason.
That's what we need.
Oh,
it's hard not to jump.
But you got to do what? You got to hold your
water.
And they don't, so that gives them a first down. Now they can go for the win instead of the tie and on the very next play. That couldn't be any easier.
Stealing.
That is a touchdown to Marcus Colston. Saints up 34-30. But there's still time left. If we can just get a return, you see the Bengals have a timeout. Bernard Scott will eventually come into your picture. And Bernard Scott has a big return. Takes it almost to the mid-stripe. So they're in great position, but they've got to score a touchdown. They've got to do it quickly, and they've got to have great clock management. Little screen pass here to Brian Leonard. And Leonard picks up 13. Call timeout. How about call timeout?
Right now, Carson Palmer should be facing back to the ref as soon as that play's ending. Give him the timeout signal.
He tried to clock it. Instead, 6 precious seconds go away. They put 2 back. So now they've got 8 seconds left. There's really only time for 1 play, but Greg Williams, Trent, dials up an aggressive defense.
Dials up the pressure. Most people choose to play coverage here and sit back. Greg Williams brings pressure, allows him to get to Carson Palmer right away, not even get a throw off.
And Sean Payton says, yeah, they win again at 9-3, 9th straight loss for Cincinnati, 34-30. When we continue here on NFL Primetime, we are headed up for a fantastic showdown in the NFC North between the Bears and the Packers. And if Peyton would just stop throwing it to the other team, the Indianapolis Colts might be over 500. What is going on with number 18?
Hi, I'm Chris Mortensen. In my 20th year at ESPN, you can catch me on NFL Monday Countdown, all things ESPN, right here on ESPN America.
I hustle, because true passion is earned one practice at a time. I respect those who say without discipline there is no glory. I push to be at the top of my class, not just the top of my game. I play to make the last pass, not just the final shot. I challenge those who say it's about me and not about we. I win when we all do. I connect at iHoops, the official youth basketball initiative of the NCAA and the NBA. Connect at ihoops.com.
Starwood Preferred Guests invites you to earn your dreams with bonus star points. As a valued member of Starwood Preferred Guest program, earn your dreams and receive bonus star points for your next stay. Select your destination on earnyourdreams.com and start earning. Earn double star points on standard rooms. Earn triple star points on deluxe rooms. Earn 3,000 star points on suites. Discover full details on earnyourdreams.com.
Matt Ryan may have the best nickname among all of the NFL's quarterbacks, Matty Ice. It suits him. The Falcons star is a cool customer whenever he drops back to pass.
Matt looks, throws, end zone, touchdown!
Matty Ice threw for over 6,300 yards in his first 2 years in the league, and in doing so led his team to their first back-to-back winning seasons in franchise history.
Welcome back to Primetime. I'm Michelle Tafoya in Foxborough with this team report. Rex Ryan told us that on Friday his team was having its best practice since he's been with the Jets until Jim Leonard broke his leg. Their injury was shocking enough, but the team went silent for the rest of practice as they noted the significance of the loss. Leonard is described as the quarterback on defense, everyone's security blanket, and Ryan told us Leonard was dialed in for this game. He knew his responsibilities, everyone else's responsibilities, and everything the Patriots do. So a lot of eyes will be on the less vocal Eric Smith, who steps into the starting role tonight. Now back to Primetime.
Primetime rolls on with the Bears and Lions. We all remember what happened week 1 when Detroit went to Chicago and Megatron scored the touchdown that wasn't Jay Cutler. Coming off the best game of his career. Second quarter, Bears down 10-7. Cutler to Matt Forte, and Matt Forte, yea verily, scampers 14 yards for a touchdown. Let's show how that happened.
You want to get one factor back the ball, fake it to the underneath factor back, pitch it to the deep factor back, let him get on the perimeter and do his factor back thing, right, Merrill Hall?
Music to my ears, my brother.
So that's,
sing to me.
That's a factor back to the factor of 2 as the Bears take a 14-10 lead. Under a minute to play in the half, Lions down 14-10. Drew Stanton to job at best. Job at best, not best inside, better outside. 45-yard gain into Bears territory at the 46. And on the very next play, let me see, who's that receiver again that plays for the Lions?
Megatron?
Johnson. Megatron. DJ Moore, get out of my grill. Get out of my kitchen. You're not good enough to be there. It's a touchdown, and look at the stiff arm. Yeah.
A couple of them.
We will see you later.
Hello.
2 plays, 91-yard drive. Lions lead 17-14 at the break. Fourth quarter, Lions up 20-17. Drew Stanton pressed into action, passing to Nate Burleson, but DJ Moore, oh, I'm good enough to break this one up. It's a turnover on downs. Next Bears possession, Cutler looking for Matt Forte into Lions territory, a gain of 20. And then let's dial up a Vanderbilt connection, Commodore to Commodore. Cutler to Earl Bennett, 12 yards. Earl, 7 grabs, 104 yards, first down, Chicago. And then a play that the Lions will say, this is the penalty that always goes against us every week. Cutler scrambling, and Ndamukong Suh is called for unnecessary roughness. You see Ed Hockley and his pipes saying he used his forearm to shove him down. Yes, but did he actually?
Actually, technically not. He used his hands. He was just pushing him down.
But he doesn't even go near the helmet. As you can see, he gets
He pushed him down.
the shoulder
Now, keep in mind, these are the things that happen. Officials see it one time. They see it fast.
Yes.
They throw a flag. It's like pass interference or holding. Sometimes you go back and go, that wasn't pass interference. This clearly not a penalty. He did not use his forearm.
And Jim Schwartz is irate. He's like saying, guys, this happens to me every week. Every week. So now Bears first and goal on the penalty. Brendan Manu Maliuna channeling his inner Michael Ho'omanawanui. And he goes on, and the Bears win 24-20. The Lions have lost 19 division games. As for the Green Bay Packers taking on the Niners, check that, the Acme Packers of 1929.
What is this?
Throwback uniforms. Well, the Acme Packers were 12-0-1 that year. So that's why they're throwing these uniforms out there. And Vernon Davis apparently was untackleable if you're wearing the Acme Packers 1929 jerseys. 66-yard strike. Trent, take us through this play.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got 2 inside verticals. Great job by Vernon Davis releasing inside, splitting the linebackers, getting to the second layer of the defense, and Troy Smith deserves some credit. That's a laser in there, beats him with timing. Vernon Davis does the rest, making the safety miss and taking it to the house.
Smith has played very well. 49ers down 14-13. Davis 126 yards receiving, but Aaron Rodgers in a 3-wide set, well, that was a very good combination. Disregard the laundry. They jumped, and Greg Jennings, oh, beautiful. Just beautiful. He drops it in there for
flat-footed
a score.
Wow. Has a cannon now.
Yeah. Let's go back to this third receiver set. Okay, you got 3 receivers, and this time it's going to be Donald Driver. And since they're wearing these old uniforms, let's do this like a 1940s highlight. There's Donald Driver, and look at his legs pumping as he breaks one tackle after another. Oh, Donald Driver is a whirling dervish out there at Lambeau Field, and he gets in for the score.
We got a lot of different voices in the show today.
Loud noises.
Loud noises.
All these voices are actually in my head. Later, it's another 3-receiver set, and it's Rodgers to Jennings. Aaron Rodgers went 14 for 22 with 214 yards and 3 touchdowns when the Packers used that 3-receiver set. They roll 34-16. So the Bears have a 1-game lead over Green Bay in the NFC North, but the final quarter of the schedule, both teams loaded. Chicago still plays the Jets and Patriots, while the Packers have the Patriots and Giants before hosting the Bears Week 17.
Don't see a lot of wins there for the Bears, do you, Merrill?
See 3.
Oh,
and we move on to the Cowboys and the Colts, ladies and gentlemen. The Cowboys trying to keep things rolling under Jason Garrett, their interim head coach. Meanwhile, Peyton Manning and company trying to avoid their first 3-game losing streak since 2002 and back-to-back home losses. Second quarter, Colts already down 10-0. Peyton, Orlando Scandrick just picks him off, and 32 yards for the scores. Pick 6. Cowboys up 17-0. That's the 3rd pick 6 in the last 2 games for Peyton. Why do I bring that up? Because we're not done. There's Sean Lee, the rookie linebacker out of Penn State. Back-to-back games, 2 pick 6s. Peyton Manning has given up. Cowboys up 27-14. The Colts rallied, They actually took the lead, then the Cowboys regained it, and now they're down 35-28. Peyton trying to dial it up. Reggie Wayne, 13 yards and a first down. Later in that drive, lather, rinse, repeat. It's Manning to Wayne, 13 yards and another first down. Wayne with another grab later on in this drive, and this one, Trent, was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, beautiful catch right here. They get the little rail shot to Reggie Wayne. But watch him stretch out and get it. And watch, here's the key right here. See him tuck it to his body. Veteran receiver, understands he's got to hold on when he hits the ground.
Yeah, Colts would tie the game at 35 to send it to overtime. That was the very good Reggie Wayne. He had over 200 yards receiving, 14 grabs, but on 3rd and 4 in the first drive, flat out drops it.
And this will eat him up. Professional like Reggie Wayne, he had the big numbers, but that drop right there will keep him up at night.
Okay, so now, after the Cowboys had to punt, they get the ball and it's tipped, and there is Sean Lee again. He picks off Peyton twice. What did we see here?
I'll tell you, go ahead, Merrill.
All right, you know, they're playing Peyton Manning, too. You know, the structure of Peyton Manning. That ball's going to come out. He bails off his man coverage, makes the tip.
And so that's 4 picks in back-to-back games, and David Beeler from 38 yards, and it's good. And the Cowboys walk out of there 38-35. Listen, Dallas Cowboys have got something going under Jason Garrett, but what is going on in Indianapolis? That's 11 interceptions over his last 3 games, back-to-back 4-pick games, back-to-back games with 2 pick sixes.
Yeah, well, there's a bunch of things that are a problem. The biggest problem is how limited this offense is. As great as Peyton Manning is, still if you look at all the dimensions you can have in an offense, from running the football to even throwing it, short, intermediate, vertical, the Colts only have short and intermediate. That is 0. That is all they have. They don't have a running game. And you look at the percentages of Peyton Manning. As he drops back here, from 0 to 10, he is outstanding. Look at his completion percentage, quarterback rating, outstanding. Now as we start to move on, we got a situation. You go beyond 10 yards, look at how the quarterback rating drops significantly and the completion percentage. You go over 20, whoever thought you'd get a 26.7 quarterback rate at Peyton Manning anywhere on the football field? But that's what's happening. Now you go to Sunday and the Dallas Cowboy game, his second pick 6. Watch this. As you stare down the zone area, the linebacker, Sean Lee, doesn't go up into the box far enough. He's waiting on Blair White, not quick enough out of his break, and he hangs the ball in the middle of the field against a coverage Peyton Manning has seen 1,000 times. Wide receivers are late. Peyton Manning's making bad decisions. But this offense is limited, and defenses are playing that now, too. They understand, here's your offense. We're going to play that and the structure of Peyton. And you're seeing all these turnovers now.
You're absolutely right. And if you think of Peyton Manning at his best, he was a guy that read the field low to high. He's always had those unbelievable numbers, 0 to 10 yards. He was patient. Dallas Clark underneath, the back underneath, run after catch, right? Peyton Manning now, we've seen these big mistakes because all of a sudden Peyton realizes he can't be that patient. He knows he's got to make plays, and all of a sudden you see his eyes going high, low, forcing the ball down the football field instead of taking more of those high percentage completions. It's really a patience issue with Peyton Manning.
Well, he's got to find some, because in this 3-game losing streak, they got their butts whooped by San Diego. But he threw the critical interception late in the game against New England when they had a chance to win that game. And if you take away 2 pick sixes in this game against the Cowboys, that game doesn't get to overtime. So Peyton's got to find a way to rein it in. On the other side of the coin, the Cowboys are a Malcolm Jenkins strip of Roy Williams away from going 4-0 under new head coach, the interim head coach right now, Jason Garrett. Meanwhile, the Jaguars and the Titans, and listen, let's just all hail Moreeeee Jones-Drew. You get an 8-man front, you're not supposed to be able to run against an 8-man front. Somebody forgot to tell Mojo that's what you can't do.
Look at the power of that back-to-back. Look at the same foot, same shoulder, rising blow, ripping through people with those shoulder pads. Look how he presses the hole, then into the perimeter. If you get your shoulders turned to Moreeeee Jones-Drew, forget it. He will get to the perimeter.
Well, it just continued. I mean, there wasn't anything the Titans could do to try and stop him. They lined it up, and every time, Mojo just gashed him.
And the Jags did a great job formationally as well. Moreeeee Jones-Drew deserves a lot of credit, but look at these formations by the Jacksonville Jaguars to take advantage of that extra guy in the box. They added a tight end, moved the line of scrimmage with that extra tight end, gave MJD some creases to start the run with. He did the rest.
Kudos to offensive coordinator Dirk Cutter, who's got to orchestrate that and manage his players and put them in the most most vulnerable positions or where they can be most successful, which he has done.
Yeah, this is just old style run out the clock. We're going to hand it off, and until you show us you can stop it, we're just going to keep doing it.
Yeah, and this is one of the best. Boy, you run a linebacker through. Look at the patience of Maurice Jones-Drew. Presses the hole, gets to the outside. Boom! Back-to-back slap right there. Not to finish, doesn't get out of bounds, and continues to fight for yards. Little jukey okey-doke right there. 4 yards.
That's not Tim Shaw's best moment.
Now that's a factor back slap. Get on out of here, brother.
Career high, 186 yards. 5th straight game with 100 yards rushing. Jaguars win it 17-6. When we continue here on NFL Primetime, the New York Giants ran wild, and the Washington Redskins, there was nothing they could do about it either. Plus, Brett Favre banged up early in this game, but the good news, Adrian Peterson was in full beast mode against Buffalo.
This December on ESPN America, the festivities are here and you'll have lots to cheer. With the playoffs just around the corner, it's crunch time in the NFL. And it's all about bowl games as the college football season wraps up. Plus, the top teams in college hoops square off. And all your NHL heroes skate into action as the regular season continues. The brightest stars, the biggest games, all this month live on ESPN America.
Marlon Briscoe broke down barriers in 1968 when he became the first black quarterback of the modern era with the AFL's Denver Broncos. When starter Steve Tensey went down with an injury, Briscoe stepped in. He threw 14 touchdowns and over 1,500 yards in 11 games. After being released by Denver at the end of his rookie year, he played 8 more seasons in the NFL, including a 1970 Pro Bowl season with Buffalo and 2 Super Bowl championships with the 1972 and 73 Dolphins as a wide receiver. He never played quarterback again, but in just 11 games, Briscoe blazed the trail and made an impression that will last for generations to come.
Anyone?
Super.
Is that your real hair?
Yeah, it's my real hair. Can we get to sports, please?
Sports Nation? Bad news, 53%, but I think people are torn.
The nation says.
Are we on the air?
You've got to be kidding me.
Sports Nation, only on ESPN America.
Get it? That
felt good.
That felt good.
Welcome back to Primetime. I'm Susie Colbert in Foxborough with this team report. The Patriots defense is young, in fact, the youngest unit in the NFL, and they've given up a ton of yards. The thing that's saving them, creativity and turnovers. Credit Bill Belichick for personnel that's almost impossible to track. And one player that does stand out, rookie cornerback Devin McCourty and his 5 interceptions. And Belichick says he plays more like a 5-year veteran than a rookie. I asked McCourty about Santonio Holmes trash talking this week, warning the Patriots what happens when you put a rookie on a Super Bowl MVP. Said respectfully, I'm not worried. Back to Primetime.
Primetime rolls on, an NFC East showdown at the new Meadowlands Stadium. The Redskins and Eli Manning getting together. Albert Hainsworth sat this one out, benched by Mike Shanahan. Mike Shanahan says he's going to meet with Shanahan on Wednesday, and we'll talk about it then. Second play of the game, Brandon Jacobs lumbering for 39 yards all the way down to the 18-yard line. And if Brandon Jacobs starts it, you might as well have him finish it. Look at Brandon. Right now, there's nothing there, and the hole is wide open. Just like that, 7-0 Giants. It's now 14-0. Ahmad Bradshaw. Well, there are also big holes for him. His second touchdown of the game, 21-0. And Merrill, that is your seal of approval.
There's no question. First of all, you got to establish a seal. Even though they're going to attack inside right here, the run blitz, they get a great seal here and a seal there. And now we have an alley with a dig-out block in the middle. for my seal of approval. Thanks, Vince Lombardi.
You know, listen, there was just nothing that the Redskins couldn't do to stop him, whether it was Bradshaw or whether it was Jacobs. Here's the only flaw in the Giants' game plan. Jacobs only carried it 8 times, but he did average 13 yards a carry and had 2 scores. They combined for 33 carries, 200 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Giants win it 31-7. Meanwhile, Bills in Minnesota taking on the Vikings, and here is the sum of Brett Favre's day. 3rd and 5, third play. Brett Favre, his only pass attempt, bang, hit hard from behind. Drayton Flores comes up with the pick. Favre was in pain. He didn't see the field the rest of the day. They say he's got a sprained shoulder, and it's day-to-day whether or not he makes his next start. He did not return. So in comes Tavares Jackson. Vikings down 7-0. T-Jax throws it out there for Sidney Rice. You have got to be kidding me. Ruled out of bounds. They challenged it. It was a right challenge, Trent.
Hey, how about this, Merrill? Moment of truth. Going up, stealing it from 2 defenders, Sidney Rice, then having the presence to get a shoulder pad land inbounds. That's a beast play by Sidney Rice.
Call reverse, game tied at 7. Speaking of beasting, Adrian Peterson, get out of my way. Just like that, the Vikings go up on top. 4th quarter, Adrian Peterson not done yet. Once, twice, 3 times the touchdown. This one a 43-yarder, 107 yards. Vikes cruise 38-14. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had a lot of fun at the hands of the NFC West. Woohoo! But they were rolling on Sunday. Both the Panthers and the Seahawks trying to get back to respectability. Pete Carroll and company welcoming in the Carolina Panthers. And Lofa Tatupu says, looky what I can do. Picks off Jimmy Clausen, and that was a bad throw on a bad read, Trent.
Jimmy, set your feet. That's why the ball drifts inside. Doesn't put his back foot in the ground. Loses accuracy. Tatupu is able to undercut it, take it home.
Yeah, he said, I made that mistake. Seahawks go up 17-14, 4th quarter. It is now 24-14, and Marshawn Lynch continues beast mode, his 3rd touchdown of the game. Chris Spencer helping here.
You got to get moving at the line of scrimmage. Great job there of a double team scoop block, get to the 2nd level, and now it's about a seal here and a seal there and a little alley and a little juke and an okie doke.
Oh my.
We got ourselves 6.
3 touchdowns, 83 yards. Seahawks cruise 31-14. Then there's the upstart St. Louis Rams. Could we have 2 teams in the NFC West at 500?
No way.
In Arizona, Steven Jackson had quite a day. Number 39, professional in every sense of the word. Get out of my way. 13 yards for the first down, led to a field goal. Rams take the lead 9-6. It is still 9-6 until Steven Jackson says, no, I'm going to make 1, 2, and 3 defenders taste my dust. Touchdown, 27 yards. Rams go up 16-6, and he ain't done yet. 2nd and 7, 9 boom yards running right through Adrian Wilson. 102 yards, 28 carries, and the Rams also at 500. They win it 19-6. That's 2 road wins now for the Rams. When we continue, that was the NFC West. What to make of the AFC West plus Sunday Heroes.
Sunday's Heroes is brought to you by Radio Shack. The Shack.
Thursday Night Football live on ESPN America. It's Week 14, and it's too close to call in the AFC South. Can the Titans make a run at the playoffs, or will the Colts shut them down? Coverage starts at 0200 CET. Thursday Night Football live on ESPN America, home of the NFL.
ESPN America Moments.
And our second half is underway. Jacoby Ford from the 5. Finding room, and there he goes! Oh, the Raiders have started the second half in high fashion. electrifying Jacoby Ford. 94-yard kickoff return with a nice block by Ron Cartwright. And the race the other way.
I thought they played better in the second half, Kevin. I didn't know it was so sudden and so immediate.
I can't stop him.
Hand off Adrian, and he's loose! Adrian bounces off a Lion. Across the 50, cuts back to the right to the 40. Cuts back to the right, breaks the tackle inside the 20.
We can't lead a drive without Kevin, man.
Adrian up the middle, bumps it out to the left to the 15. Sprints inside the 5, and it's an Adrian Peterson touchdown!
The NHL is on ESPN America. Catch every team, every goal, and all the big games, including the playoffs and the Stanley Cup Finals. Plus, NHL on the Fly keeps you in the know. Looking for NHL action? The puck stops here. Hockey's best go head-to-head all season long, live on ESPN America, home of the NHL.
To NFL Primetime, delivered by Papa John's.
Primetime rolls on. AFC West, the Raiders trying to sweep San Diego for the first time since 2001. We all know Chargers special teams have had ish. Mostly it's getting punts blocked, but apparently they also have issue catching punts. Darren Sproles, who can be electric, oh, he just bobbles the punt. The Raiders recover the ball, and look at Tom Cable right now. Yeah, baby, that's our ball. Next Raiders possession, it's 4th and 1. You are going to see the greatest fake in the history of bootlegs. Look at
Where is he? Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Oh,
that was
Jason
all-time
Campbell.
great.
Watch Antoine Applewhite here.
All-time. That's a nice fake.
Looking. Notice guy running behind you with ball. Might be where you want to go. Untouched. You could have timed him with a sundial. It's 7-0. Next Raiders possession, 3rd and goal at the 4. The touchdown machine that is rookie Jacoby Ford. Clemson pride. How did this happen?
Strickland trying to call. Give me some help because they're going to use the rub route.
That's
Raiders.
right.
Rub Strick. Get Jacoby Ford open on the inside vertical. Nice play by the Raiders.
Raiders go up 14-0. And then second quarter, they're up 14-3. 1st and 10 at the 43. Did you know Marcel Reese was a champion high hurdler?
Seriously?
About to find out.
But he could have been. Did you see that?
I would have believed you.
That was very impressive.
Good for him.
Kind of awkward on the landing, but still, a gain of 22 yards and a first down. 6'3", 240, take it. And then they just pounded them. They pounded them into submission. Michael Bush into the end zone, touchdown. He had 95 yards. Darren McFadden had 97. Chargers' 18-game winning streak in the month of December is over. Meanwhile, Broncos, Chiefs, Todd Haley and company hosting Denver. Remember, it got ugly last time?
It's a good football coach there.
Todd Haley?
Yes.
No question. Here's a good football player, Jamal Charles. He's averaging over 6 yards a carry. He breaks the sidelines for 16 yards. Keep in mind, in a season where you have at least 180 attempts, only guys like Jim Brown and Barry Sanders have ever averaged over 6 yards a carry, and he's on his way. 21 carries, $116.
A rare group.
How about Barry Richardson? No, well, now right tackle called for a false start, and they say get off the field. All right, so he goes off the field, and he's a little upset with coming out, and he does not want to be talked to about it by any of his. Oh, hey now, that's not going to sit well. You guys are winning. Settle down. Moments later, Richardson tries to run back on the field for the next play. You're not there. So now it's 4th and goal from the 2. This is not how they dialed it up. Broncos defense played very well in this game. They really did. Chiefs turned the ball over on downs. But Tamba Ali at the moment of truth, absolutely phenomenal. Ali, come here, Kyle. Sit down, Kyle Orton. That led to a Denver punt. So now it's the 4th quarter. Broncos down 10-6, 2nd and 15. Ryan Clady, see you later. One more time.
Tamba Ali is having one of the best seasons of any defensive player in this league.
2 sacks, forced fumble.
Silently,
recovery.
quite honestly.
And look at that one. Javier Arenas, wrapped up by Tamba Ali, tries to throw it, but ruled down. Chiefs beat the Broncos in a big win. There's a hug afterwards. No problems this time. Final score 10-6. When we continue here on NFL Primetime, we hand out the hardware. Game balls. Who gets them for Week 13?
NFL Primetime is delivered by Papa John's, official pizza.
Monday Night Football live on ESPN America. In Week 13, we're back in New England where Sanchez and the Jets are looking to go 2-0 against their division rivals. Coverage starts tonight at 0100 CET with Monday NFL Countdown. Monday Night Football live on ESPN America, home of the NFL.
More hips. I am. No, really, throw your hip into it.
I feel like I'm doing just what you're doing. No, Raph, you gotta, you're doing this, right? And you need to really be,
That's good. That's good. That's good right there. Yeah, that's
good.
You got it.
Now I'm there.
You got it. Okay.
NFL is on ESPN America. Every Sunday, Chris Berman and the gang get you primed for all the matchups on the 25th season of Sunday NFL Countdown. Then, catch a triple header of the best games from across the league. And when the weekend's over, the action is far from it. Monday Night Countdown gets you pumped for Monday Night Football Live. So if you're looking for NFL action, look no further. We've got it all, including the playoffs, the Pro Bowl, and the Super Bowl. Football's best go head-to-head all season long, live on ESPN America, home of the NFL.
Balls is delivered by Papa John's, official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
College hoops tonight, Tuesday on ESPN. The Jimmy V Classic from Madison Square Garden. First at 7 Eastern, Wesley Witherspoon and the Memphis Tigers take on Marcus Morris and the Kansas Jayhawks. Then at 9 Eastern, Kalen Lucas and Michigan State takes on the Syracuse Orange. Tuesday night on ESPN. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Game balls for Week 13. Merrill Hodge, why don't you start us off?
I only have one game ball. They're going to have to split it. I'm going to give it to Troy Polamalu and James Harrison, making big-time plays at critical moments, sealing the victory for the Steelers last night.
Kind of a homer pick there, Merrill.
You think?
Yeah. I'm going to go with the Oakland Raiders' offensive line. Do you know how hard it is to go on the road and dominate the line of scrimmage? Well, the Raiders' offensive line did that. 52 carries for their backs, 251 yards. Great job, Raiders O-line.
Those are all exceptional choices. I am going with Dandy Don Meredith, one of the most entertaining broadcasters in the history of the medium. For 12 years, he made us laugh endlessly on Monday Night Football. He was also one heck of a quarterback as well, the first franchise quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. Don Meredith gets my game ball. And as he used to say, turn out the lights, the party's over. And it was a party for 72 years for Dandy Don Meredith. No question about it.
Made the game fun like it should be. Fun game.
That's exactly right. You know what? If you can't have fun doing this, you got a problem.
Check out.
Dandy Don had a lot of fun, and we were all in on it, and that's what made it great. Trent, Merrill, Trey, thanks for watching.
Brought to you